Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to notification game, hitting the like button. And if you don't even start yet, y'all village ones in it, I appreciate you anyway. Listen, man, shout out to It Is What It Is. Cam and Mace, man, like their podcast has been blocking. They had probably about, I think they should be over 500,000 now. Last I remember, it was like 550,000. So shout out to them, man. Been subscribed to the channel for a while now since they first launched it, and just to see where it's going now, man. Shout out to them, man. Great job, man. I took this segment from them because usually I watch, not really watch, but I listen. I should say I listen to their podcast every morning while I'm driving to work. Or while I'm at work, I'll have it playing in my ear or whatever the case may be. And I heard this and I said, yo, I need to cover this because they got a point, right? Everybody knows that I am a hip hop head. Everybody know I've been saying it since damn near day one. Yo, Kendrick fan, Cole fan, Drake. I'm not really a Drake fan like that, but Drake do be dropping hits. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? Can't even hate on that. I'm not really a fan of them, but you know, of him, but I still give props where it's due. But Kendrick dropped a few diss tracks. Well, I'm sorry, Drake, I should say. Drake dropped a few diss tracks and then followed up by Kendrick. Now they going back and forth. Family Matters, you know, the Euphoria joint, Dear Adonis, etc., all fire tracks. But let's get into it, y'all, because I got something I want to say about this.
Can I say something? That's a good point, Sinead. I heard all that too, but can I say something? Yes. And this is no diss whatsoever towards Kendrick Lamar, not even a little bit, because I don't got time. I don't want to double back in my life. I'm in a good space. I don't want no problem. Kendrick Lamar's wife is half white. She's mad.
Don't say that.
She's light skinned.
Yeah, don't say that.
I'm saying. If you're accusing Drake, and I'm not taking some, I'm just stating facts. If you're accusing Drake of being half white, and your wife, and you're using all this black card, your wife is half white. So how you attacking the man about something you're dealing with? And I don't care about no size. I'm just saying if you're going to use the black card, if that's what we doing, I'm just saying.
Now you didn't. Cam is giving Drake ammo now.
No, this on the internet. Yeah. No, I ain't giving nobody no ammo. I don't want no problems, y'all. I'm in a good space in life.
Yeah,
I'm in a good space in
life. Giving Drake ammo.
You knew that?
Yeah.
He had a white wife.
Half white.
Or half white. I didn't know that.
I knew all the stuff on both sides.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I just found this out like 2 days ago. I didn't know that.
I knew stuff on both sides.
And listen,
I ain't in it.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar, listen, that nigga is very entertainment and lyrical. And I think the reason why me and Mace, myself, yesterday, was holding him to a high standards because he's one of them niggas. He spits. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it was just a lot to digest for me, but when I was speaking to one of my friends and he was breaking it down, I'm like, I wouldn't have understood that anyway because I didn't know that's who he was talking about. It was like little in-between shit. So I guess the people that know everything that's going on, it's like, nah, you ain't get it. My bad.
Kendrick Lamar has no right.
Before we get into the second video, let me say this. As a hip-hop head, I'm loving the entertainment. I will say this about the people that don't like Drake or whatever case may be. Again, I am a Kendrick fan. I am a Cole fan. Drake fan. I can't really call myself a Drake fan, but I will listen to Drake every now and then. I have to give Drake his props and respect where it's due. I haven't seen Kendrick spit like this in a minute. That was a crazy pause. Jesus Christ. My bad, y'all. My bad. Crazy pause. My bad, y'all. Anyway, I haven't seen Kendrick be as consistent dropping music as he has been within his last week. And how long has it been close to a week now? I haven't seen it. Drake is out here making people rap. Everybody been out here dropping their diss tracks against Drake, man. You have to give him respect and credit where it's due. He's making these guys rap. He's making them rap. And J. Cole said it best, bro. Yo, 4 albums in 12 years, I can divide. That's a fact, bro. We only hear from you every 3 years or so. What's going on? You gotta give him respect where it's due. at the time when Kendrick first dropped that little jab, the like that jab, right? And it was light, it was extremely light. Me personally, again, me being a hip hop head, if I'm being brutally honest, I thought that was some of Kendrick's weakest work. And this is coming from a Kendrick fan. I bought every single Kendrick album, listened to all of his mixtapes. Same thing with J. Cole. Not really the same with Drake, but every now and then, again, like I said, I'll hear a couple Drake songs and stuff like that. Kendrick, J. Cole, Sci-Hi the Prince, those are like my main go-to. Oops, my bad. Those are my main go-to guys when I'm listening to anything as far as like rap form or in his raw form and stuff like that, right? He dropped it like that. I'm thinking to myself, bro, this wasn't it. I wasn't really feeling it. And then I found out that he was taking shots at a couple people. I said, damn, that's wild. I said, okay, cool. Dropped it. I didn't think too much of it. I'm thinking to myself, yo, if Drake responds, if J. Cole, etc. responds, it's gonna get nasty. J. Cole responded. He dropped the mic delete later. Fire. And then he dropped that apology 3 days later. Pissed me off. I said, bro, I can't listen to J. Cole no more. Fall off on the way. I don't even want to hear it, bro. I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear the album anymore. Then Drake dropped his response. The push-ups track was fire. No response from Kendrick. So what Drake do? He drops a back-to-back. He drops a tailor-made joint. Fire. Finally, Kendrick finally responds. It was decent. The Euphoria was decent. You know, what was the other one? The Dear Adonis, etc., etc. Very, very lyrical. But at the end of the day, it's just like me personally, Kendrick. I got to agree with Cam. Just coming full circle, I have to agree with Cam on this. You cannot sit here and talk down, or not really talk down, but try to bring attention to Drake being light skinned, and you married a light skinned chick, a half and half. You can't do that. Everything that you're saying about Drake now refers to your wife and your children. Because why? They're not fully black. It doesn't make any sense. You lost me with that one, bro. You did. I'm sorry. You lost me with that one. But again, like I said, man, as far as who's up right now, lyrically, I would say Kendrick is up. I have to give it to Kendrick. Kendrick drops songs that you have to listen to multiple times. Because I'm like, yo, I didn't catch that at first. With Drake, it's kind of the same thing, but usually for the most part, again, if you're a hip hop head, you hear it once, twice, you dissected the whole song. With Kendrick's song, you have to break it down, the meanings. Kendrick dropped 616, 616 in LA or whatever it's called. People didn't even know what it was talking about. I'm like, bro, 616 is Father's Day in Canada. He's talking about Drake, not. He's saying, quote unquote, Happy Father's Day, but it's a diss to him. It's a Father's Day. It's the Father's Day, official Father's Day in Canada, 616. People are like, oh, damn, I didn't even catch it. Again, you have to sit there and dissect it multiple times, bro. But let me get to the second video, man.
Kendrick Lamar has no right to question Drake's blackness. I really hate that I'm defending Drake right now, but I gotta call a thing a thing. K-Dot, baby, your wife is just as whitewashed as Drake is. Be fucking for real. Your wife has a white mother and is just as far removed from the black community as Drake is. If we're being honest, in terms of phenotype, Drake actually looks more black than your wife does. Your wife does not look black at all. She just looks like a woman of color. I noticed that with biracial women, y'all always want to call them black, but then want to switch it up when it comes to biracial men. I don't like that shit. Your wife actually has more in common with Drake than she does with you. She has a white mother just like Drake. She did not grow up with her father. She has no ties to the black community, and she struggled with her identity just like Drake did. Not only that, Kendrick Lamar lied and said that he loves dark-skinned women. Meanwhile, he's been married to a biracial light-skinned woman the whole time. Like, girl, your wife is the female equivalent of the person that you're dissing, so stop trying to act like you so down for the community. It's the hypocrisy for me. I just don't like that shit. Stop playing both sides of the fence. No, we don't like Drake, but Kendrick Lamar be pandering to the black community too, if we're being honest.
Shout out to her. She said nothing wrong. Even if you go back and listen to Kendrick's album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, honestly, has to be one of Kendrick's best body of work outside of To Pimp a Butterfly. I think that's one of his best albums. And Section 8 too was really good too. But you know, again, I'm not trying to bring up his whole discography, but he speaks about him cheating. You know, he speaks about the affair about him sleeping with white women. You can't pander to black people when they're out here having affairs on your half white, half black wife with Caucasian. That doesn't make sense to me. What did she just say? Oh, well, he parents are black people. He talking about how much he loves the dark skin and this, that, and third. But well, why aren't you married to one? Why didn't you commit to one? This would be the equivalent of Dr. Umar finally getting married, because we know he has. I think he has two or three baby mamas. I can't remember. I'm not too sure. I think he has two baby mamas. But this would be the equivalent of Dr. Umar marrying a Caucasian woman. Everybody would be looking at him like, bro, you've been talking this whole pro-black stuff for how many years now? And you get married to a Caucasian woman. Again, I'm not really a fan of Drake, but I gotta give him his respect. I have to. This man is making people rap. I haven't heard Kendrick drop consistent songs like this in years. I don't think in years since his mixtape era days, and that was years back. So what does that tell you? I agree with Cam 100%. You cannot sit here and talk down on this man or use Drake being half Caucasian as an angle when you married a female version of Drake. Let's talk about it. And this is hard. I hate to admit it, but this is coming from a Kendrick fan perspective. I am non-biased. I'm a hip-hop head first. Prior to a J. Cole fan. Like I told you, I mean, I'm joking, of course, but like I said, I can't even listen to J. Cole anymore. I haven't played Might Delete Later since he apologized. And that was probably one of my favorite albums that has came out within the last 4 years. I was so hurt when this man got on stage and apologized like that. I looked at J. Cole like, bro, you must have lost. You've been asking for somebody to actually take shots at you. You finally get somebody that came out and openly dissed you, and then you dropped a fire project, and 2 days later, 3 days later, you want to apologize? Nah, bro, I can't listen to this album no more. Might Delete Later, you had the title All in Flames. You just took a goddamn bottle of water and poured it all on top. No, bro, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. But shout out to Cameron, man. Shout out to It Is What It Is. Shout out to y'all. I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. Until next time, please, man, be safe, Erica.